And a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this gorgeous Friday, March 20th. Hope you are having an outstanding day. We are going to have a fun day here. I should have looked at my jacket here before. Oh, by the way, what do you think of the jacket? It's a brand new one for me. It is, if you're wondering, it's a tuxedo top. It's a tuxedo jacket. You can tell by the lapels. It's a tuxedo jacket. It is basically the Dumb and Dumber jacket. Yeah, it's a Dumb and Dumber tuxedo jacket. But that's why I'm wearing it, because it's basically party time right now. This is party day. The basketball tournament is underway, and we are going to talk about the NCAA basketball tournament today. This is our Take the Points show this morning, this afternoon, whenever or wherever you are watching this show. Thank you so much. As Weeze was trying to be here today, couldn't make it today, so we'll see. We'll just forge on, and we'll have a good time here on our basketball show today. We're going to talk about the NCAA tournament, of course. We had, by the way, did pretty good on our picks last week for the other tournament, for the high school boys. That was a lot of fun. But it did quite well, as a matter of fact. I think I picked. I did not have the Marist upset, but other than that, I did pretty good. But let's take a look about see what is going on in and around your neighborhood here today, this gorgeous Friday, March 20th. Warming up. Going to be a beautiful weekend. They're talking weather up to maybe even 80 degrees on Saturday. So, wow. Get out there and enjoy it. Actually, I think it's supposed to be pretty nice all week long, all weekend, and then into the next week. After this cold snap, they're talking the gigantic dome of heat has hit, because we're also going to have baseball starting next week on Wabash, as the spring season is here. Baseball starting up Monday afternoon in Dietrich. I can't wait. I'll be there. Should be a lot of fun. What's going on in and around your area today on this gorgeous Friday, March 20th? Over in Louisville, at the Full Armor Christian Academy, they are hosting a Silly Safaris and Chili Supper. The Silly Safaris and Chili Supper Silly Safaris out of the Indianapolis area. It's a live animal show. It's the perfect blend of facts and fun for all ages. Full Armor Christian Academy, Clay County campus in Louisville, that's just up the road here a piece, is hosting this event for their annual Chili Supper. It's open to the public. Admission is $5 for ages 5 and up. Price does include a supper and the show. Chili and hot dogs available. It'll start at 5, goes till 8 p.m. The show will begin at 6:30. This sounds like fun. Sounds like a circus. Sounds like a great time up there at the Silly Safaris and Chili Supper up at the Full Armor Christian Academy here in Louisville. What else going on today? It's a fish fry this afternoon. Of course, it's Friday during Lent, fish fry season, of course, at the Kinmundy Community Center. That'll be from 4 o'clock until 7:30 tonight. Fish fry along with coleslaw, French fries, hush puppies, baked beans, coffee and tea and water. $10 per plate. Yum, yum, yum. You know those folks over there at Kinmundy, they do a great job on those fish fries. So stop by there and have fun. How about up at the Tuscan Hills Winery tonight? They are hosting a murder mystery dinner, Offing Ferris. Enjoy a 3-course meal while you witness a hilarious night of comedy. The actors give the audience the opportunity to play a part in the script, as well as to love a little improv along the way. Coming with the group, don't forget to let your party's names in the comment section whenever you sign up. The doors at 6 o'clock, dinner at 7. Offing Ferris. No, it's not about a Ferris wheel, not about jumping off a Ferris wheel. It's about killing Ferris Bueller. Do you remember Ferris Bueller from the late 1980s? Fun movie. Everybody's seen it. I don't know. If you're born after 1995 or so, have you seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off? If not, it's a fun movie. You'd have a good time. It's nothing wrong with Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's good, clean fun. What else going on this weekend? On Saturday at the Olney Southern Baptist Church in Olney, it'll be the Spring Extravaganza. Whoa! They spelled it EGG extravaganza. Okay. It'll be from 1 o'clock at the church. They're going to hunt Easter eggs. All children ages 2 to 12 are invited. Hunt eggs, play games, win prizes. The rain, if it rains, they'll cancel the event, but it's not raining on Saturday. Going to be a gorgeous day. Like I said, 80 degrees. You can't miss that. So yeah, the Spring Extravaganza. I guess it's the Olney Southern Baptist Church at 205 East Mack Avenue. I don't know where East Mack is. I know where Mack is. I know where West Mack is. I guess East Mack, I don't know where East Mack Avenue. If you find Mack Avenue, turn right. There you go. What else going on here on this Saturday, March 20th? Actually, this is going Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Edwards County High School Dinner Theater. Broadway hits There's No Business Like Show Business, and the Edwards County High School's music department invites the community to take part in their 35th. How about that? 35th annual dinner theater. Broadway hits set for Thursday through Sunday in the Edwards County High School gymnasium. The beloved tradition will feature performances from the show choir and combo, as well as full sets by the band and the choir. How about that? This year's theme brings musical favorites from legendary Broadway shows such as Annie. I was thinking Annie Mame. Annie, Chicago, Bye Bye Birdie, The Music Man, Pajama Game, and plenty more. Students and staff have been hard at work to ensure another unforgettable production for their loyal audience. Behind the scenes, dedicated parents and volunteers are busy preparing elaborate decorations and a delicious menu for the dinner portion of the event. The festivities kick off Thursday with a show-only evening. Sorry, that was last night. But that's probably more of a dress rehearsal anyway. No food on Thursday. Let's see. The highlight dinner and show events are scheduled for Friday and Saturday, with tickets limited to 300 per night. Doors are open at 5 o'clock for dinner. Meal served at 6:30. Wait a minute. Pardon me, doors open for seating at 5:45. Don't get me wrong. 5:45 with dinner music beginning after 6 and the meal served at 6:30. The weekend concludes with the Sunday matinee featuring an appetizer and dessert service. Hit each show. If you got kids there, you know you're going to want to go to each show. Anyway, it doesn't say what the food is, but I'm certain it'll be outstanding. How about this one at the Flora Church of the Nazarene on Saturday from noon to 5? Boy Scout barbecue. They do a great job. The Flora Boy Scouts will have their 46th annual Boy Scout barbecue on Saturday, March 21st from noon to 5. At the Flora Church of the Nazarene. You know where that one is. That's right on New Route 50. You got to go to the subway and back to it to get to it. But the menu is barbecued, baked beans, slaw, cake. Cost only $8. That's stealing. That's outstanding. Tickets can be purchased from any Boy Scout and can also be purchased the day of the barbecue. That's tomorrow. All proceeds go to the local troop in preparation for the 2026 summer camp trip to the Current River. We're going to Current River. That's a good, clean fun, as well as merit badge training. I'm just glad that Current River, that was where we all went when I was in high school years ago. I'm glad it's still in great shape and used like that. What else going on this weekend at the Willow Creek venue down south of Fairfield? It's the County Line Quail Forever. chapter banquet. That's Saturday from 4:30 to 8:30. Social hour starts at 4:30. Fish dinner by McPeak Fish Market from 5:45 to 6:45. As 100% of all the funds they raise are used to benefit the local habitat. Can't find anything wrong. Now, this is a weird one, but this is what's going on. The Jeff Grade School on Saturday night. It is New Genesis Wrestling at the Jeff Grade School. Wrestling fans and community members are invited to an action-packed evening as New Genesis Wrestling returns to Jeff Grade School for Into That Good Night, the Rage's final match. Pro Wrestling is using Dylan Thomas. That's great. Do not rage into the night. It's Into That Good Night, the Rage's final match. This live performance wrestling event doubles as a fundraiser to benefit Jeff Grade School. Organizers, it says it's not only a chance to enjoy top-tier wrestling entertainment, but an opportunity to support your local school and community. All are welcome for an unforgettable night in support of a great cause. I just say, I'm sorry, I didn't read this until now. That's just incredible. The Rage into That Good Night, the Rage's final match. That's beautiful. I'm touched by that. That's wonderful. That's at the Jeff, and let's see, ticket prices $12 for adults, $5 for kids. So yeah, you don't want to miss that. The doors open at 6 o'clock. First bell set at 7 p.m. A chicken dinner to host the Wayne City Fire Department. Chicken dinner to support the Wayne City Fire Department on Saturday night. Wait a minute. That's not Saturday. That's Sunday from 11 to 1 at the Wayne City Fire Department. There you go. From 11 to 1. I don't usually talk about Sunday. That was a mistake. But go ahead and enjoy it. Have fun. Formal dress sale in Salem on Saturday. That'll be at the Hawthorne Elementary School from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. 9 to 3. The community event will help ladies sell their dresses, and the handling fee along with the admission fee goes to Salem's Grace Little's Preschool Playground of Fun. On Friday, it goes from 4 to 7 is the drop-off. That's the drop-off, Friday 4 to 7. And then Saturday, the sale is 9 to 3. Dress shopping. And then actually some on Sunday as well. 12 to 3 dress shopping. If at 4 o'clock on Sunday, if unsold, pick up. There you go. Glow Bingo on on Saturday night. And this will be in Effingham at the Effingham Elks, 2102 South Banker Street. You know where that is, just in front of the old mall. It's at 6 o'clock. Not Your Grandma's Bingo. The Central Illinois Truck Convoy is proud to bring bingo back to Effingham. Glow Bingo. Tickets are $25 in advance, $30 at the door. Limited to make sure they're limited, so make sure you buy early. Price includes 6 bingo cards with 10 games each and a glow hat. It'd be 6 cards, 6 on a page for 10 games. There you go. As well as they will include a glow hat and a dauber. There you go. $5 for an additional bingo cards, additional 6 cards. That's all right. Cash bar, snacks, and a raffle must be 18 or older to play. I tell you what, I know some folks who play bingo. They would have, let's see, if it's 6, they would have 6, 12, 18. They just have a bunch. Just a bunch of bingo cards. So if you're into that, by all means, enjoy. You know what else you can enjoy today? Ladies and gentlemen, this is National Ravioli Day. This celebrates a fun-filled and versatile pasta. National Ravioli Day is a food holiday for pasta lovers. Pick your favorite filling and sauce and cook up a meal everyone will love. Ravioli, traditional Italian-filled pasta. Pasta makes bakers fill 2 layers of thin egg pasta dough with various ingredients. Maybe a meatball, maybe just meat. You never know. You might find cheese, all kinds of different ravioli you can find. I got to tell you, that does not look like terrifically appetizing ravioli, but who knows? I like more sauce, I guess, on my ravioli. It can be homemade or purchased fresh or frozen in grocery stores. In the United States, Chef Boyardee popularized canned ravioli filled with beef or processed cheese and served in a tomato meat sauce. How about toasted ravioli? Where's this delicious creation come from? Well, of course, St. Louis, Missouri. In the 1940s at Old Donnie's, a cook accidentally dropped ravioli into the fryer, and what a delicious accident the ravioli became. The crisp ravioli earned a place on the menu, or at least that's how the story goes. Old Donnie's, Oldanis. I don't know where that is in St. Louis. Doesn't exist anymore, I presume. So yeah, there you go. Enjoy National Ravioli Day. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? This is National Native HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. This is why I'm talking about this, because, it's an awareness day. I had no idea that Native HIV and AIDS was a thing, that they had a larger percentage. Over 1.1 million people in the United States are living with HIV and AIDS. 1 in 7 of them isn't aware they have it. Of the nearly 39,000 people diagnosed in 2017, over a higher percentage than should have been were among American Indian and Alaska Native populations. So that's something to think about there. Maybe some social determinants from the Alaska American Indians. There you go. 13% of Americans live in poverty. 23% of American Indian and Alaskan Natives. 8% of the population uninsured. 15% of American Indians and Natives. And unemployment higher among the natives as well. I got to tell you, I have been to Alaska, and I have seen the Native American population up there really struggles. So this is a nice way to raise a little bit of awareness for those folks and help them out. This all started back in October of 2006. When the National Native CBA Network presented a resolution to the National Congress of American Indians for this day. It was approved. They held the first observance in 2007. So there you go. What else going on? Can't skip this. Can't skip this. Ladies and gentlemen, the first day of spring is right here, right now. Spring begins on March 20th this year, as the sun is in the spot where it's a 6-hour day. 12-hour day, 12-hour night. Here's kind of what it looks like. The sun reaches its high axis as sun reaches the equator as it's making its way up to the March, to the highest, longest day of the year in June. In the northern hemisphere, this becomes spring. In the southern hemisphere, this is the start of autumn. So that's kind of the way that goes. And you can see there how that works. So the interesting thing is, you'll be watching this show if you're watching it at the original 9 o'clock spot in the morning, which I hope you are, I hope you're enjoying it. At 9:46 today, the sun is crossing the equator. Boom, right there, 9:46. That's the equinox. A lot of folks try to stand eggs on end or something like that. I don't know. Some people try to do weird stuff. But this is the first day of spring. Enjoy it. Let's see. What do you want to see on television, ladies and gentlemen? We'll get to basketball here in just a minute. You see, I've got here on that's the schedule, and that's just today. 16 games. 16 games scheduled for today. You already had it yesterday. and there are plenty more today. If you want to watch NBA basketball, the Celtics are at the Grizz. That's at 7 o'clock tonight on FanDuel Channel 370. Hockey, the Avalanche are at the Blackhawks. That's on Chicago Sports Network Channel 353. And the basketball, if you don't already know, if you don't know where True TV is on your cable, you need to find it. That's channel 284. It's going to be on basketball is going to be on True TV. It's going to be on TBS, which is 272. It's going to be on TNT, which is 273. And it's going to be on True TV, channel 284, and CBS. Great. It's tournament time. Let's have some fun. Back right after these. Stick around. Thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that has set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. As let's talk about it's that time of year. We're going to talk basketball. This is I mean, if you're watching this on Friday morning, you have certainly filled in your bracket. If you haven't filled in your bracket, you still can. You better get all Thursday right. You should get all Thursday right if you're watching this on Friday morning, as the first 16 games were played of the first round on Thursday. They have the play-in games on Tuesday and Wednesday. But if you enjoy, this is one of the best times of year. I know a lot of pit folks who just wait for this thing every year and enjoy the wall-to-wall basketball, or just like to fill out their favorite teams maybe and see who they think's going to win. There is the total, the overall tournament, and you see there's 64 64 spots, but 68 teams. I'm not going to talk about those that many. Well, I'm going to end up talking about that, but that's what the whole tournament looks like. Hopefully, you have filled yours in. Here are the numbers for the champions. Now, this doesn't include Illinois because I take this off of an Illinois website. You can't gamble on Illinois colleges in Illinois, as we've said many times. Duke, the favorite to win the tournament at plus 275. That means you have to bet $275. Pardon me, you bet $100. It would pay you $275 back plus that 100. So Duke at almost 3-1. Then you have Michigan at 3.5-1. There's some actually outside of those top three, and the reason those top three are there is because they've got great seasons going. You've got some bargains here, really. Houston at 10-1 is a pretty good number. Iowa State at 18 is a pretty good number. Purdue at 25 is a fine number. Illinois, when you look at when you look online and see what the number is actually, what other people are betting outside of Illinois is like 25-1 to win the tournament as well. I have an outstanding ticket on Illinois at 35-1 that I placed, that I bet last time I was in Virginia back in August. So yeah, I hope that wins. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, so there you see the top of the NCAA boards, and that's the top half. When you look farther down, you're getting into the ones that are 20,000-1, and I mean that's being nice. Pardon me, 2,000-1 for those teams at the bottom. Hawaii at 2,000-1. We'll get to Hawaii here in a minute. They're playing on Thursday, and I think I've picked an upset there. But I know I've picked an upset there. But you don't have to just pick the champs in order to make money. It's maybe easier for folks to pick the Sweet 16 if you think your team might make the Sweet, or you can pick the Final Four. You can pick if your team's going to make the Final Four. Here are the odds on teams to make the Final Four. Negative money on Duke, Arizona, and Michigan to make the Final Four. That's just crazy. That's better than even money. So if you'd had to win money on Duke making the Final Four, you'd have to bet $267 to make 100, right? No, $167 would pay you back 100. You bet $167, it'll pay you $100 back, plus your 167. So that's just crazy talk, if you ask me. But there are numerous teams here. If you feel froggy about several of these teams, Purdue plus 4. It's 4-1 to make the Final Four. They are in Arizona's bracket. You have Iowa State. Houston's in Florida's bracket. That's why they have the best, because Florida has the worst. It's just kind of how it works. And then you could even bet to make the Final Four deeper into the brackets as you go to Kansas at 10-1. To make the Final Four. Vandy, a nice number. By the way, I didn't even mention St. John's here. We'll get to some of these later on. St. John's in Arkansas. St. John's jumps the other two. That means they might already have some money on them, some risk to the bookie, to the book. Kansas at 10-1. Then Alabama at 22-1. We'll get to some of these teams in detail here in just a minute, but Alabama's got problems. We'll get to that here in just a second. St. Mary's 45-1, Kentucky 40-1. Kentucky they love playing in St. Louis. They win in St. Louis. Will they be able to do that this weekend? And then you can go farther on down You can bet on just about. I didn't even get them all. I just pulled the top 40 or so to 40 or 45 to make the Final Four. You can bet on 50 to 1 for Iowa to make the Final Four. Now, if you're looking here, where would Illinois be? Illinois is a 3, so they'd probably be in that Gonzaga, Michigan State area to make the Final Four. Maybe a little higher than that, probably more like Gonzaga, a little higher than Michigan State, because Illinois is in Florida's bracket. You can find different things to bet on all over the place. St. Louis 100 to 1 to make the Final Four. NC State at 100 to 1 as well. Missouri at 80. They're playing in St. Louis as well. What a break for the Missouri Missouri Tigers. Hey, look at the bright side. Auburn didn't get into the tournament. Actually, I think the tournament organizers did a pretty good job this year. Let's take a quick break. We're going to come back, talk about bracket by bracket by bracket by bracket. We're going to break down the brackets. Come back, I believe we're going to talk about the East, the Duke bracket, and is it West? One of them. Back right after these. While you're watching Big Talk, back in a sec.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Hello, I'm Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywhite, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Goldfinger, trying to destroy the courthouse, I see.
Precisely, Mr. Frog.
Too bad, Goldfinger. I've got a secret weapon.
Huh?
Building center. The zinc building center.
We'll need new lumber, doors, paint, windows, plumbing, electrical.
It was good.
Zinc Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Forgive the cheaters. I'm going to be looking at some paperwork here as we're going through these brackets. So let's just start out in the East, where the Duke, the overall favorites of the tournament, are holed up, as they will be taking on Siena on Thursday. Is when that's pretty early. That's Thursday afternoon, as they'll be taking on Siena. Duke is, like I said, it's plus 300, actually a little bit less than that to win the national title. Now, and they've got Siena there in their first round. How many first round wins have there been by 16 seeds? It's happened twice. If you're filling out your bracket, you probably already know that. But yeah, that's happened a couple of times, and you never know. It could happen again. The number one seed in the tournament has lost. That was Virginia. They were the number one seed in the tournament, and they lost their first game. But you've got Duke taking on the Duke of Siena, taking on the winner of Ohio State and TCU. Who are the players, by the way, to look out for, players to watch in this East Regional? Well, Cameron Boozer is the forward for Duke. He's averaging about 22.5 points a game, as well as 10 rebounds. That's pretty doggone good. How about Kansas guard Darren Peterson? Kansas, the 4, as they are down there against Cal Baptist. If they win, most likely they'll have to take on St. John's. St. John's comes in having won the Big East tournament, but you never know. Northern Iowa, prone to upsetting people. They do it. They've done it twice. They've won twice as a lower seed, and they haven't been in a tournament for several years. Ben Jacobson was the coach when Northern Iowa defeated. I can't remember, but yeah, Northern Iowa can be a good squad. They can beat those guys. Kansas has Darren Peterson. The question is Darren Peterson going to play? They think they figured out what his health problems are. He is basically having cramps, and he'll have full body cramps. It's the weirdest thing. I don't understand it. I don't know why. But he has full body cramps from time to time, and you have full body cramps. But he's a freshman. He's outstanding. Averages 20 points a game when he plays. 4.5 rebounds. Shoots 38% from 3. But Kansas might run into, like I said, St. John's later on. How about Michigan State? They're in this one. This is the region that has 6 teams that have multiple national champions. UConn with 2 or 3, I think 3, right? 3 or 4. UCLA with 12, Michigan State with 2, Kansas with 3 or 4, 3 I think, and then Ohio State with 2 or 3, and Duke with however many they have, 5 or 6. So yeah, this is a loaded region. Jeremy Fears might be the player to watch for Michigan State on the 3 seed. UConn at 29-5 comes in limping a little bit, as they got knocked off by they got beat by 20 or so by St. John's in the Big East championship game. Taking a look to reach the Sweet 16, Duke, the overwhelming favorite to win this regional at -715. That is crazy. Well, this isn't to win the regional. This is just to reach the Sweet 16, to win their first little 4-game set. And so yeah, Duke 7-1 odds to win all the way through to next week. You're getting into plus money. Kansas and St. John's, they're going to be playing each other as well as on down the line to where you get into the plus money. Who's going to win the region? Duke at -167 to win the regional, and heck, that was a little different from make the Final Four number. So. This is the way. This is the one you'd want to bet that one on. UConn at +500, Michigan State 7-1. So there you have those. How about let's take a look at the Midwest? How's the Midwest looking? Okay, now as you're looking at the bracket, we just talked about the Duke, which is on this side of the bracket. We're going to go down here to the Midwest part of the bracket. Here's what it looks like. Michigan, the number 1 seed, number 2 seed in the tournament. Michigan, the number 1 seed. No, I guess Arizona's probably the number 2 team, 2 seed. Michigan, the number 3 seed in the tournament. They're the favorite. They are plus 350 to win the national title. Iowa State the 2, and Virginia the 3 here in this bracket. Will the number 1 seed go down? It is kind of tough to see Michigan losing in this, but it always had these kind of things always happen. Players to watch for Michigan would be Yaxel Lindeborg. Yaxel Lindeborg for Michigan, outstanding player. He is he transferred from UAB, University of Alabama, Birmingham, and he has been the NAT Player of the Year in the Big Ten. And he is all that and a bag of chips. Iowa State's Milan Momcilovic is also one of the players to watch. As you see, Iowa State, down there, the number 2 at 27-7. Also, you might want to keep an eye on Virginia's forward, Ugana Onyenso. Ugana Onyenso is pretty good for Virginia. This is where Kentucky is. Will Kentucky beat Santa Clara? Who knows? Here's the odds to reach the Sweet 16. Kentucky 4-1 to reach the Sweet 16. So they would have to beat. They would have to beat Santa Clara and then beat Iowa State. So that's where Kentucky is. Michigan picked to win their little quartet. Now they're even a more expensive bet than Duke at minus 835. Nobody giving a lot of respect there to Georgia, St. Louis, and Howard. Howard, they beat UMBC on Monday night. Or Tuesday night, pardon me. So, yeah, you have those folks at that. You got Iowa State, plus 375. Virginia, minus money, pardon me, at minus 167. Alabama, minus 143. Now, I took that yesterday. I took that snapshot on on Tuesday, probably before the word got out about Alabama's point guard. Alabama has a point guard. He was caught with almost a little over 2 pounds of weed, but not quite a kilo. That'd be 2.2 pounds. He had 2.1. That's enough for trafficking. You can have weed in a lot of states legally, maybe even that amount of weed illegally. Not in Alabama. Will he get a play? Will he not get a play? Who knows? It's Alabama as well. They had a kid on their team a couple of years ago who was a murder suspect. So who knows? Michigan minus 155 to win the regional. Along there, you see Iowa State 3-1, Virginia at 8-1. That's not a bad. That's not a bad number at all, really, on Michigan. If you like maybe some of the longer shots there, you can think about Tennessee at 14-1. Tennessee at 6, the 6th seed. Texas Tech at 18-1. But Texas Tech, JT Toppin's hurt. He's out for the year. Best player on that team, maybe one of the top 4 or 5 players in the conference. Let's come back. We're going to talk about the other 2 brackets when we return. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, back right after these. Stick around.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Hello, I'm Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywhite, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Goldfinger, trying to destroy the courthouse, I see.
Precisely, Mr. Frog.
Too bad, Goldfinger. I've got a secret weapon.
Huh?
Building center. Zinc building center.
We'll need new lumber, doors, paint, windows, plumbing, electrical.
What's good?
Zinc Building Center and Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Let's take a look at the West. Yeah, this is up there on top as you're looking at the brackets. You got Duke on this side. You've got the West up here, Midwest down here, and then South over here. So that's how that one works out. But yeah, up there in the West, you've got Arizona, the number one seed, with Villanova taking them on the second. Nice big matchup potentially between a 4 and a 5, Wisconsin and Arkansas. Gonzaga down there in the bottom half along with Purdue. Who are the stud duck players that you might want to watch in this one? Well, Braden Burris is the guard for Arizona, and he's fantastic. He is just one of the best players in the tournament. But he's just a freshman. Scores 21 points a game and shoots 37% from behind the arc. Other players, Braden Smith for Purdue. He is about 5 assists away from breaking the all-time record career assists. Great passer, throws a gorgeous pass to folks. And other guys, of course, Gonzaga. If you don't know much about Gonzaga, they're led by Graham Ike. And he shoots 57% from 61% from the floor, and 35% from 3 points. You know what are some games maybe to keep an eye on here? A lot of folks are looking at this Wisconsin versus High Point game. High Point is a 9.5-point underdog to Wisconsin, but they play a interesting speed of basketball, and a lot of folks are thinking that there's maybe a chance that Wisconsin at 24-10 could lose the odds. When the odds came out, they were more than 9.5, but people have been betting it down a little bit. High Point can score. They like to score. I like this Hawaii. If I'm going to pick one, I am going to pick one. I'm betting this one. Hawaii versus Arkansas. Hawaii at plus 15.5. Hawaii plays a no-help defense. They're 43rd in defensive efficiency, and I'm just thinking that maybe I don't know. I don't know. It's difficult to prepare for Arkansas, and the way they don't help, it might. If they can find somebody that can guard Darius Acuff for Arkansas, keep him from scoring massive amounts of points, they got a shot. against Arkansas. Other interesting ones in that in this setup, Miami and Missouri ought to be pretty good. Missouri is a 2.5-point dog. Also, the Utah State game is the favorite over Villanova, even though they're the 9, 1.5 points. So it's going to be. Who knows? It's going to be a tricky one. I think that might have moved up to 2. Again, here are the odds to reach the Sweet 16. Of course, the 1, 2, 3, and 4 basically in order. That's why they got picked that way. I'm kind of surprised the Wisconsin is that much of a plus at 160. I would think Arkansas wouldn't be that high or that much favored over them, but who knows? So, yeah, take a look at that and see what you think. Here's the West Region winner. Arizona at minus 155. They're getting minus money, but to Purdue at 4-1. Purdue just won a fantastic tournament where they defeated a number 1 seed in the finals of the Big Ten tournament. So that might be one to keep an eye on if you're looking for upsets. Now, let's talk about the South. I might be able to talk all day on the South. Here's what it looks like. You've got you have Florida, the number 1 seed in the South. The interesting thing here is they're playing the regional at Houston. So Houston's going to be playing in town if they make it to the Sweet 16. Florida's the favorite to win the regional, that's for sure. To reach the Sweet 16, and only 3 of them in negative money since Illinois can't be in that. Vanderbilt picked over Nebraska. A lot of folks aren't thinking Nebraska can defeat Vanderbilt to make the Sweet 16. Nebraska got to get by Troy first though, and Vandy's got to get by McNeese. Both those 2 teams are fun teams to watch. Who are the good teams? Some of the good players to watch in this regional. Well, Houston has Kingston Flemings. He is a starter from last season's national runner-up team, along with 3 other starters. But Flemings is a 6'4" point guard. He's taking the lead role, and he is he's projected top 5 NBA draft pick. Illinois, Keaton Wagler. I mean, they're both picked in the top 10 of the NBA draft. But I said he was on last year's team. Flemings was. No, he's a freshman this year. And also Florida, Thomas Ho, Haugh. He was 6th man on their championship team last year. Now first team All SEC forward. The interesting thing. Oh, when you get into these games in this regional, it's just it's just madness. It's maddening. It's maddening to figure out who you want. Troy is being looked at as a potential upset winner over Nebraska. Troy is there's, by the way, the winning. The numbers to win. Florida, the only number 1 seed that is not minus money to win the region. That's because Houston is in this, and so it just makes it that much more tricky. Troy is a 13.5 point dog to Nebraska. Nebraska started out the season 20-0. They were 20-0 to start the season. They have since gone 6-6 on the regular season. That bodes poorly for them. It's a bad finish. Vanderbilt is 11.5 over McNeese. VCU. When you look at this. You look at Illinois, now this is why I'm going to stop and talk about this. You look at Illinois' little quadrant down there. Illinois has to beat Penn, and Penn's tough. They started out the season 10-10, and they've gone 8-1 in their last 9 games. So Penn is a tremendous team. They're well coached by Fran McCaffrey. Y'all remember Fran McCaffrey from Iowa. He occasionally gets angry. He didn't get angry in that tournament. I was waiting for it. I watched the Ivy League tournament, and I was waiting for Fran to get mad. Never got mad. Maybe he's turned over a new leaf. But you have Illinois versus Penn, and then North Carolina versus VCU. North Carolina has a point guard hurt, and VCU, they were not going to make the tournament had they not beaten Dayton in a very close game on Sunday. So, not that close. But yeah, VCU is going to be a handful for North Carolina. A lot of people looking at this thinking, oh, well, it's going to be North Carolina versus Illinois, the easiest matchup to call. No, it may not be quite that easy. So, all right, I'll go ahead and admit it. I wasn't gonna pick these tournaments, but I got a couple minutes here. I'm gonna pick Florida to win this. Florida to win their first game. Clemson to defeat Iowa. Vandy over McNeese. Nebraska over Troy. I don't think Vandy or Nebraska loses to the lower seed. I think Houston is going to get out as well, down on the bottom half and get into the Final Four. Pardon me, the Sweet 16. I've got Illinois winning to get to the Sweet 16 as well. I don't want to do it. But I'm going to. I've got Illinois upsetting Houston to get to the finals, and I think I have who do I have beating Florida? I think I had Illinois versus probably I did. I'm just stupid. I had Illinois versus Nebraska in the Elite Eight. I've got Illinois going to the Final Four. If you're gonna take your favorite team all the way to the Final Four, don't you have to go ahead and take your favorite team winning? There are some thoughts to be mentioned on both sides of that, but yeah, I'm throwing my money away. Yeah, I'm betting on Illinois to win the whole doggone thing. I said it. I said it. Heck yeah. I said that. Illinois is going to win the national championship. This is their year. I feel like they're going to get it put together. This whole rigmarole people have been beefing about, losing games that they've had the lead in. They've done it. It's happened numerous times over the past, 5 times they've gone to overtime and lost. Offense is going to put it together. Keaton Wagler is going to put it together. Merck is going to put together the freshman that nobody talks about. I think they're going to. They've got the number one offense in national rankings. They're going to pick up the defense a little bit. Oh, I sound so stupid even saying it. Oh, I sound so stupid. Let's look at one of the other ones. And actually, I don't have Arizona coming out of here. I've got Purdue winning this regional, as I've got them knocking off Arizona. Yeah, I do believe I have. I think I have Purdue. Arizona beats Wisconsin, and Purdue beats Arizona is how I have the finale of that one. Oh boy, you're just saying, Bruce, you're all Big Ten. I picked Michigan to go to the Final Four also. Oh, help me. I don't have Michigan State going. I think I've got St. John's or some silly move. That's why they call it March Madness. Actually, that's not why. Making stupid picks isn't why they call it March Madness. They call it March Madness because people lose their brains. People lose their minds. I've seen it in action. It is a ton of fun. Enjoy the next 3 weekends. They are such a good time. Appreciate you all tuning in to Wabash Catch TV. My name again is Bruce Dickey. Thank you all so much. And remember, You heard it here first. I'm going to say it for you now. Hawaii beats Arkansas. Illinois wins the national championship. There you go. See you later.